This is the Morning Drive, brought to you by nationofblue.com, the king of UK fan websites.
Good morning, Cat fans. It's Fake Billy Clyde with nationofblue.com. This is the Morning Drive. Going to cover Daniel Orton and Joe Crawford today, doing battle in Summer League play down in Orlando. Update on Eric Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe's mama speaks. Quincy Miller, LeBron James, and a little bit about Cousins' new contract with the Sacramento Kings, if we have time. Joining us today is Scott Anderson for 2 days in a row. How you doing, Scott?
Doing great, man. I'm enjoying all the summer news. I'm really enjoying the Summer League games.
The Summer League games, that is pretty neat. I mean, NBA TV, I won't say it's new, but they're really getting out there, and the Summer League play is definitely something that has... I come home every day, I watch it. I'm setting the DVR, and since we're already talking about that, Summer League play for tomorrow on Thursday, Orton and Crawford play at 1 p.m., Oklahoma City versus Orlando, and Jody Meeks plays Philadelphia versus Charlotte at 7 p.m., so set your DVR if you can't get home to watch that. And watching it tonight, we'll be talking about it. So let's start off with that one. Daniel Orton and Joe Crawford play last night, Summer League play. Joe Crawford goes off, 29 points. Great showing for Crawford, but what happened at the end of the game, Scott?
He struggled at the end of the game. Towards the end, he had two shots to tie it. He missed the first one, made the second one. Then later on, they were down two, and went to Crawford in the corner. He shot faked, and he had a wide open three. I thought shot faked, went around, stepped back to shoot the three, and stepped out of bounds. So I mean, he had a great game the entire game, but at the end, he kind of choked.
I mean, that's really the point in the Summer League games. It's not necessarily, hey, you did what you had to get the win. The reason they have the Summer League play is to see how, to watch what kind of game these guys got and how they're going to react in certain situations. So we have the game going down to in the final seconds of the game. It's crunch time. Crawford's had a great game, and I'll say he makes a mental error, but it was it's an error that shouldn't have happened. I mean, basically, he passed up a shot. Then I think he realized he passed up the shot. Then he tries to step back and get it back, and he steps out of bounds and turns the ball over. So I'm sure that didn't hurt him. However, he did have 29 points in the game and led scoring, so that should go a long way. Now, how about our guy Daniel Orton? Do you have his line ready?
Yeah, Orton he was 4 for 6 from the free throw line. He did not take a shot. He had 0 rebounds, 3 turnovers, 4 fouls.
Wow, so that's
he took as many shots as me and you did.
That's true. So I mean, there you go. So Orton's having a rough time. We talked about it a little bit yesterday. Orton is definitely not a fan favorite right now, but this could be the beginning of the fans coming back around to help Orton because he's definitely struggling, and he didn't take a shot, right? I hear you right.
Yeah,
he didn't take a shot. So
he didn't take one shot.
He doesn't take a shot. That tells me that his confidence is going. So he goes into the NBA Summer League play. He wants to showcase his offense and everything he didn't get to do while he was at Kentucky. And I think he tried to do that the first 2 games. It didn't happen. So here we are in the third game, and the guy didn't even take a shot. So I think his confidence is hurting a little bit. Fans may come running to him to support the guy. Be on the lookout for that. So I'll predict it now. Fans will come back around to Daniel Orton before the year's out.
I predict it won't be me.
Probably not. All right, next up is Eric Bledsoe. We finally got an update on that. His mother speaks, and basically she comes out on it's Alabama.com. It's AL.com, Alabama Birmingham news paper there. And Bledsoe's mother basically comes out and disputes everything in the New York Times article as it pertains to the rent being paid. So currently there is an investigation by the Alabama High School Athletic Association on whether Bledsoe made his grades or not. There's a third party investigating that. But this article was specifically about the rent that was paid. She made her statement that his coach never paid a dime. Basically, the landlord said the coach, she never wrote a receipt out to the coach. However, a friend of the family did make the payments. Well, paid. Let me go back there. The coach did physically make the payments to the landlord. However, the money was passed to him from a friend of the family. That's basically the story there. And there's really nothing to contradict that. So, take it for what you will. The coach didn't. He physically handed the money there, but the money was given to him from someone else. You can check out the story on nationofblue.com. I'm sure that the NCAA will next step will be to investigate this friend of the family that did make the payments and whether he was an agent the year before and if he's going to be Bledsoe's agent in the future. But it really, again, it doesn't look like there's anything there. And however, the rules are very gray, and who knows what the NCAA is going to do when it's all over and done with. Who knows? Next up, Quincy Miller. Scott, what's going on with Quincy here?
Well, Louisville's really come into play with Quincy Miller here at the Adidas the Adidas
How
camp
can
here.
that be? Isn't Quincy our guy?
Man, I thought he was. You know how this plays, though. I mean, he still lists Kentucky, Duke, Ohio State, Syracuse, and from all indications, Louisville and Baylor are right among the front runners. Rick Pitino, Tim Fuller, their new assistant, that came from Nike, and Steve Masiello, the ticket scalper, are all right there, just hoarding him after his games, talking to him. So, Louisville's trying to play in on our recruit, in my opinion. John Wall's really tight with him. They're tweeting back and forth all the time. He was at the 18 and under to see Miller play, several times. So it's going to be a long, drawn-out process. From what some of the tweets I've read, we still have some work to do with Quincy Miller. Now, we didn't have anybody watching his games. Kenny Payne's there, but, nobody from Kentucky's watching his games. And from what I can gather, Duke's pretty much gave up too. So hopefully, this doesn't play out because I really like Quincy Miller. But you know what? If he goes to Louisville, I really don't like Quincy Miller. So
I heard you saying earlier that Louisville basically was all over this guy. So there was Pitino there at these games, and basically the entire coaching staff is physically at the games talking to him. They're in his face right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so, wow. That definitely, so they lost Marcus Teague to UK. Obviously, Pitino's had a rough year on and off the court with various issues. And recruiting, some are kind of starting to question whether he's lost it. And it's definitely made it hard with him with Calipari being here. Do you think this is if he really starts pushing for Quincy Miller, this is kind of Pitino's stake in the ground that says, no, I still got it. I'm taking this one from Kentucky. I mean, this could really mean a lot for Louisville if they were to pull Quincy Miller. However, if they miss on him after they put forth and let it be known that they really want this guy, if they miss on him again, this could be the final nail in the coffin for Pitino as far as he just can't get it done.
Exactly. And, also Miller's teammate and his best friend, Deuce Bello.
Oh, I'm a big fan of Bello.
Yeah, well, he's supposed to be visiting Louisville. He's going to visit Louisville here in a couple of weeks. So, they might be a package deal. And, we've always kind of thought that, of course.
That's probably why Miller's even talking to him is because Bello is.
Maybe. But I don't know. I'll take a bet right now. I just don't think Quincy Miller goes to Louisville. I know nothing about the situation. All I know is what I read, but I just...
Well, I don't know why you would. There's tons of reasons why you would not go to Louisville, but stranger things have happened, and we'll see what Cal can do at the end of it. We're just about out of time here. Real quick, we'll touch on LeBron James. He's going to sign on ESPN at 9 p.m. tomorrow on where he's going to play. So check that out. If you remember that, he's going to have his recruiting day tomorrow, so we'll see where he goes, and I'm sure the Calipari rumors might start back up after he's done if he leaves Cleveland. Who knows? That's all we got today on the Morning Drive. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I'm Fake Billy Clyde, and you are?
This is Scott Anderson.
Talk to you guys later. Go Cats.